So, hey everybody, I didn't come on to stay long. I wanted to just go ahead and get right into my little trip that I tried to get into that I feel like it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, and I'm about to tell you why. The first thing was when I thought I should change my mind, but again, it was not about me. It was about me giving my kids an experience of travel in a way that they've never traveled before. So, hey Kajaria, hey Red, RJ, how you doing? Oh, that thank you for thinking about me. So I planned a trip to take my kids. Hey whole vibe. Hey TMB. Happy early birthday to you, Kajaria. So I'm gonna get right into it because I'm trying not to stay on for too long. We'll come back another time and like speak on it. But some things start to happen is like I thought maybe um when I planned the trip, right, that it was six of us going on this trip, right? So when I first looked up the information for it, it was $54 per trip. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't I don't know what I did was I was like I will book it later on or whatever when I'm sure because I wasn't feeling so sure. So the first thing happened was when I went back to go and book the trip, it went from 54 to 60 to $66 per person. So I'm like, well, let me have, thank you very much. I'm like, let me go ahead and book this trip before it go up again, right? And instead of me booking the trip, which I usually do, is to do a round trip ticket, do round trip tickets. Well, for myself when I usually go on a trip like this. So I didn't book it round trip. Thank you so much. God bless you. I didn't book it round trip. I booked the trip going there or whatever. Cause too, we was talking about we may come back a different way, but at a certain point I knew I was gonna come we was gonna come we went on the train, we gonna come back on the train. But anyways, I'm telling y'all why for me that I feel like this trip did not turn out good for me. So the first thing was when I first saw the tickets, they was $54 per person. There's six of us, so that's that's $300 already, right? But when I went back online to book the tickets went from $54 to $66 per person. So I went ahead and got the tickets. Okay, we get there, and when I get there, I start to cuz y'all know this I started this new chemotherapy on August 4th, and I have since found out that one of the chemos that's mixed in there is Paxlotaxel. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but anyways, it's one of them Pax sisters or whatever is in there. We took I'm on this new chemo, and as I'm saying, I'm bringing y'all along with me through the process. So I don't know what all happening. I'm trying not to read a whole bunch of this, that, and the other, to have me overthinking everything, right? And I feel like if I don't read like the side effects or whatever, then maybe I ain't gonna get no side effects. But then when the side effects show up, then I'm like, what is this right here? Okay, so once I get there, I start seeing like again, y'all know I had the things in my head. They gave me antibiotic for that. I took that right there and got it, and now it's like coming on my forehead. And I've never had any issues like that with my skin or nothing like that. And then the next thing I start to notice, I got this right here up underneath here. Then it's on this side of my face. Then it start to go to my chest, and so called the doctor back again. Now I found out that I got an acne, but now this it's an acne that comes from the chemotherapy. Um, Not only do it go to my face, I and my chest, but then it get on my back. Then it's keeping me up because it's itching. It's real itchy. So that's the next thing. Then I start to feel like just not myself. I just started to feel really, really irritable, and like I just wasn't enjoying myself because I'm going through all of these different things. Now again, I say this trip was not about me, it was about my kids. But the next thing I know, my sister and them had the kids outside playing basketball with them and everything. So I think the kids really enjoyed themselves, but me myself, um absolutely, TMB, and that's why I try to stay away from them, because I'll be overthinking it in my head, and it really don't be a issue for me, but I will make it an issue for myself. You not like overthinking the process. So now I ain't feeling. Now I'm not feeling that good or whatever. That situation go by. My energy is way, way low. So I'm just like, I don't even have the energy to like walk up and down the stairs to come in and out of my sister's house. Hey, Korean. Um, then the next thing that happened, I go on, I go to, I think about it, cause we only gonna be there basically. We left on Friday, went on, stayed on Saturday. Hey, sister, stay Saturday night, and we leaving early Sunday morning, cause this is about the the experience for my kids, but also we hadn't seen my sister in a good little bit, and my nephew. So it was like we can just go to Georgia and visit them like real quick and let them have this experience. So we get there. The kids, I think they enjoy the train ride. At least I didn't ask them, but I think from looking at them, um, it's okay. So now the next thing I'm thinking about is I'm irritated too, because this trip is so short. But again, Shauna, you planned it, and it's not about you. It's about the kids. So I'm like irritated because we got this little short ride. So I go to book the trip to come back home. Now remember, I told you before, the tickets was uh the tickets was $54. But now when I go back to book the trip to come back home, it is now $81 per person to come to do the return trip back home. And sorry if y'all hear that beeping noise. I cooked me some field peas. Now we tickets at $81 a piece for the trip back. Now, last night, I my son has my truck. I let him know last night that, hey, the the train will be back on the train at 12:50 in the evening. He texts back, is that AM? I said, I just said to you the evening. So obviously I still wasn't clear. We pull up to the train station. I see him nowhere, and I'm livid because I'm livid because how you got my truck and you ain't here on time to pick me up. And not only do you got my truck, but I got your son too with me. And he done showed himself out on the train the whole entire time. Oh, I'm so hungry. When I tell you he put on the shenanigans on the train. But we ain't gonna even go into that. So then, um, now I got to call an Uber to get Uber to bring us home. I did that. Then we get home, and the one thing I can say was good and different about it this time was this was the first time that I hear my son um take accountability for anything. He actually apologized, and he said that it was his bad, and I was really shocked by that, because now I'm like, I can't continue to go I can't continue to go off. But then there's another situation that happens that I'm mad about that too. So now I come home, and I told y'all I've been separated I've been secluded by myself. I don't even know what to call it. I hate to say separated because I still see my kids and everything like that. But I come in and y'all know my little umbrella that I bought. Look at there, these little bumps. Just um, my I got this big umbrella that I use like when I'm out in the garden to protect me from the sun and stuff like that. Well, I guess it was a storm or something here had to be while I was gone. The umbrella takes flight up in into Kansas, wherever it went to. Went over the top of the shed that I'm staying in, and then the end of the umbrella goes into the side of the shed and comes through the drywall and knock a hole in it. So now I gotta come home, fix that from the inside and from the outside. And it's some other stuff that been going on, and I swear the only reason it got fixed was I mean it was just one thing after the other, and I'm just like, I don't know if it was for me to go at this time. But then when I think about it, it's like it's too late to think about that because you've already it's already been done and it's over with. So it's just um Mr. Martell, I don't know what you talking about. You should be on fix your fingers and send me $50 over here on my um Bentley. I would throw you out of here if that wasn't true. But my back is kind of big. It is kind of big. And that does not offend me, but maybe one of my moderators may not like you and might tear you up for that one right there. But I'm one of the ones that can I can acknowledge. It's like but my moderators are sometimes very sensitive, and they will light you up and send you out of here on a trip that you may not want to go on to. But anyways, he shall be banished. All right, RJ said it. Banish him. Yeah, I don't know. I just think about it as like I'm so irritated with what this weekend was, and I hope nobody ever got it like twisted and thinking um that it was anything about the people that I was around this weekend. No, it wasn't about that. It's just like it wasn't enough time for the timing that we hadn't seen each other, and then all of the extra stuff that I'm going through, and like in my mindset right now, my mindset is kind of feel like is every time that I get a because usually what happens is when I have chemo 2 Mondays in a row, this usually happens. That's what happened the last time. And so now, hi Glove, thank you. Um, I think what happened is having the two chemos back to back causes the acne. I don't know how that's gonna go. And they hurt. Um Not like a really painful like thing, but it is hey Anthony. Um it's something that you recognize when you touch it. It's itchy. Anything to make it's irritating. I'm just gonna say that. So with all of those things like going on or whatever, it was kind of hard to like enjoy myself. But again, here it is. I'm making it about myself, and I keep saying this trip was not about me. This trip was about the kids being able to have the experience of traveling in a different way. So you know it is what it is. But on the inside of me, I want to say like this itching, and the itching is so irritating. I kind of want to complain about it, but then when my mind think back on what was happening with the old chemotherapy, I'm like, whoa, girl, don't you do it. Don't you complain. So the other part of me does not want to complain about what's happening right now, because even though I'm itchy and irritated and everything, it's still better than what I was going through um with the last chemotherapy. Gold shining too, boy. Thank you. Anyways, hey, it's been a while since I seen you. I hope you feeling okay, hun. Yeah, Anthony, I don't I be trying to get back in the mode of like going live like I used to before. I used to go live almost every night, but it's like life just be happening, and it just like I don't feel it. And then like too, I don't like the white noise. Usually when I come on here, I don't usually have a conversation lined up. I just come on here and start talking to people and it turned into any kind of conversation. And for whatever reason, I guess like I'm so irritable with all that's going on, like I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience to come on here, and I don't want to hear the white noise. I just want the conversation to like flow. Yeah. So, um, and that has nothing to do with the people, because before any of this stuff is coming up, I could come on here and I talk. These people know I come on here. If you go to my older lives back in the day, I used to come on and go live, come on and go live and talk and tell. I used to tell stories about all of the stuff um that's happened to me in my life. And trust, I still got a whole bunch of more stories I haven't told half of. I've only made it to, I think, age 10 or 11 or something like that. So much stuff has happened to me, but it's just like I'm not in that headspace. That stuff does it's no longer bothering me. I was talking about it because it was bothering me. But it is what it is. It's just right now in the season that I'm in, it's just like I don't be feeling like going live. But I'm so glad that you mentioned the garden, Anthony, because we gonna be getting back to the garden very, very soon. Like one of my gardens that I had put on my little sketch or whatever off to the side, I didn't say anything about that. But going to see my sister this weekend, she had a, this time it is her that had a stash of seeds. And she started saying, I want you take one, and she had two of each seeds or whatever, and she was like, you take a pack of each one or whatever. So she, instead of me encouraging her this time it's her encouraging me. And while I was gone, I got a phone call that we had a truck that came and delivered us some mulch so I can finish that garden bed that I was working on. If y'all go back, y'all will see there was a garden bed that I was working on. I was building. I'm like the jack of all trades. And I'm I'm joking, but I do know how to do a lot of things, and a lot of things I'm willing to learn and teach myself how to do it. But prior to me being diagnosed with cancer, I was working on a garden bed, adding to the garden bed that I already had made up to the top, and I never did get to finish it. But my son finished it for me, and it's been almost a year now. That was in That was in January. Um, because at first they was just like it was pancreatitis, so in January I had been working on that bed. So now I have almost everything. Well, I have the mulch. Every bed has mulch in them. I put mulch in all of my pots and everything. The next place I need to go to is after we fill this bed up, but the mulch is like right there next to that bed. We gonna put all of that mulch inside of that bed, and then the next step will be is for us to get soil, garden soil, and put it on top of that, and then we're gonna plant everything and get everything moving. So and they everybody knows that the garden is like one of my favorite places to be, and maybe because I've been so distracted with everything else and I haven't been able to be in my garden like that, it's like pressure is just stacking and stacking. So I do need to get back to my garden. Thank you, unusual. Yeah, so I need to get back to my garden. Most definitely. You are you are Jackie of all trades. Okay then. I'll take it. I wish I could come and help you. Oh, Anthony, that's so sweet. Thank you for even thinking about that. Thank you. George Foreman. They told me you were dead. Stephen, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How about that? Hello from Antarctica. And just like that, you see how my sister made you disappear after I rebuked you? The trolls are like so so funny. People, a lot of people say you shouldn't give any of the trolls any of your time. But they gave me their undivided attention. And so, just like I answer to everybody else, I answer to them too. Steven, you went and made another way to come back and talk to me again after that, Steven. Dang, you are amazing. You are an amazing human being. You so invested you had to come back and talk to me again, huh? Okay. She gonna have fun. Just keep on good, sweet move, sister. Yes, I'm gonna talk to them. They all God's children. They just don't know that he set me on here, and I'll be the one to help chastise him and going on with him. You can't with what I've been through in life already. It's like you ain't gonna come over here and break me like that. You know what they say about broken people. So if I've felt like a broken person before, I've done some broken things. And so I know people that come through and bother with people that ain't even bothering with them. You know what they say about that: hurt people try to hurt people. But when you've already been through it already, and God has put you in a place where stuff like that no longer affects you, you actually laugh at it. And I'm gonna tell you that, like, I don't have to know you or any of that stuff. Have never seen you in a day in my life before, but I can tell you some things about yourself you would be amazed that I know about you. And it just is what it is. That's no tooting of the horn and no nothing. I'm telling you what I know, and I know my tongue can be fire. I can whoop them easily, cuss them out, say some things to them or whatever. But that ain't really what I am. But a lot of people know. You come over here at the wrong time, you'll get what you're looking for. You're unbreakable. Rich the fish. Thank you very much. Trolls don't know you. You know the good from the bad, huh? Yes, I do. And you know what? And I also will say too, all trolls are not bad trolls, because I have some people that came in here and trolled me before, and I've actually become, we end up having conversations and everything. It's not really like that. Some people come on and they like say little funny stuff or whatever, and those ones, we don't get rid of them, whatever. But trolls seldom have much going on for themselves. Yes, and they usually show up like a letter or somebody else's face or whatever. It's never their face. So somebody trying to tell me something bad about myself, and you ain't even showing your own face. Really? No. There was a song I thought of you this week. Please look it up. It's called Flowers by Steph Show and Samantha Ebert. Rated RJ, I almost told you something just then, and it's a good thing. But that's just so funny. Just know the name of the song, I could never forget it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I could never forget the name of that song. If only you knew. You almost like Marjorie, the Fly Girl. When I get ready to say something, Marjorie can complete the sentence, and I don't know how how y'all able to do that. But I am gonna look up that song. Do you like sports at all? Not really, Anthony. But what about sports? Sometimes it's according to what it is. Football, I could say to you about football, no, I don't like football, but let me tell you something. It has a place in my heart because I have sons that play football, and I don't know nothing about football except for a flag on the play and a touchdown. Them the two things that I know about. And I only was excited about it because my boys was out there on the field. So, other than that, like, no, I played sports, coming up in school and stuff like that, but I just never like really been into it. So, not really. Just make sure it's the one with Samantha. There's a popular pop on name. That's not it. Okay, I will. Oh, it's okay. I was just gonna tell you my Yankees lost against the Blue Jays. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But just because I don't be in the sports, I know people still come on and they still talk about their sports stuff. But I just I'm not in. My neighbor plays. My neighbor plays for the Blue Jays. Uh oh, Tanks. Oh heck no. What you talking about, Tanks? Yes, Fester's kind of money. Go ahead and claim it for me. And you felt the need that you need to come over here. And as a matter of fact, Tank, I think I do kind of look like Fester, but I'm a cute Fester. I'm a cute Fester. You see how that works? Now, did you get your rocks off, Tanks? Do you feel better now that you came through and said that? Hello, beautiful sister. Glad you are feeling good. Keep up the good work. Hey, Marilyn. You feel better now, Tanks. Only thing is we don't know what it is that you look like. I'm not lying, but don't wanna say. Yeah, don't say it, RJ. Smart. Cool, cool. Yeah, don't tell on them. Let them live in peace. Sometimes people don't want people to live in peace. They find different ways to harass people for nothing. Whatever. But anywho, I didn't have much that I needed to say. Is like I need to start just coming on and start going back live, and talk to people. I really do enjoy talking to people. Myself, it's just I don't really be knowing, like, I don't know who I'm talking to or anything behind the scenes. And I do the thing where I let people come up and everything like that. I did say that I was gonna start back doing that, and I need to do that. Sometimes people just don't feel like typing or whatever, but I don't like the white noise right now. That's really cool though. No celebrities around where I live. Oh, I don't I don't see have you met any famous people? Absolutely. And Anthony, I maybe because my mom is uh my mom actually has 3 albums in a group that she was in. So it's like for me, um I'm probably like one of those people that you would probably be excited to see somebody like a celebrity or something. And I probably would be like that person, and you would be like, you try to ruin everything because I might give a smile or something like that, but I'm not gonna get overly excited. I've been at I've been places before, and back in my day, you know, people that were up there, like, well, I'll say one of them was Teddy Riley. We was in Daytona, and he was there, and we were at the gas station at the same time. He was on we was pumping gas at the same time. He was on one side of the pump, and he was on the other side of the pump. Child, all the people that was in the car with me, they jumped out the car. I seen the man pumping his gas, but it's like, hey, and keep on minding my own business. And all the rest of them got out of there. He was in a real popular group called Guy. um Everybody loved him. They got out and got excited about it. Not me so much. I kind of like to respect people's privacy or whatever. um I don't know if y'all know the medical examiner. I don't call don't She a celebrity in her own right, but she used to live right up the road from us one time, and I seen her in the store, and she thought I was finna get excited about her, and she kind of like brushed me off, which she turned me off because, girl, please, it ain't that I'm fanning out over you or no nothing. I was just finna ask you a question, but take your hands off of me. She actually touched me to like push me along the way or whatever, and yeah. But anyways, who is who is Kai? But yeah, I done met a couple of people. I met a few people, but yeah, my mama them recorded albums and stuff like that. My brother did also several times, so been on the radio, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, does your head shine like a light bulb in the sun? Maybe, maybe. Wishing you all of God's blessings, Mr. Shauna. Thank you for sharing your live stream. Thank you, Earthling. Thank you very much, Diddy. You look like my cousin. Really? Ain't Kai your son? Who is Kai? I'm the same way. Hey Sean. How you doing? I'm the same way. They're just regular people as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, and then to hear, if you hear some of them talk, they want to be respected just like everybody else. They don't want people jumping all over them, going all crazy and stuff like that. Some of them want to just live their regular life and be able to, be just regular smuggler people. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't um and two, sometimes that I forget that I'm on the internet. I wouldn't call myself no celebrity by no long shot, because I'm telling you, if you ran into me at a store or anything like that, I'm probably gonna be looking at you like, uh, and I'm saying it because I've done it several times. I can't figure out for the life of me like why somebody is just standing there and staring at me, and then they say, "I know you from somewhere," and I'm like, mm, I don't know. And then it like it hits me that, girl, they saw you on YouTube or whatever. It doesn't really cross me like that. I'm just a regular smuggler Tashanna. And if you see me as like no offense or no nothing, it's just like I just feel like I just come on here and I'm just talking to somebody. I live a regular old life, and I just come on here and like just share my stuff. When I first came on here, I was thinking I don't really have anything to like share with anybody, but unbeknownst to me, I needed YouTube, I feel like, more than YouTube needed me. I don't know. That may sound crazy to some people. And a lot of people have said, "No, girl, you came and you gave us some things that we really need you helping some people or whatever." But I needed YouTube. Like I was struggling with holding the things on the inside that I never talked about to people before, and so YouTube was my outlet. So I always say there's a great balance between the two of us. Like I come on and I talk to y'all about my struggles, and then y'all come on and talk to me about your struggles, and then some kind of way y'all feel like I helped y'all along the way. And for me, that's fine, even though I feel like, I haven't really done anything. Uh, Hi, Mia. It's going pretty good. I done got my little troubles off or whatever, but believe it or not, I actually met Richard Nixon when I was 9 years old, but I can't say how. Okay, don't tell us, D. But yeah, I think they all want to be respected. I don't think I'd be bumping into you. Um, I live in Jersey. Hey, you never know. You never know. I've been through Jersey a couple of times. I've been through Jersey a couple of times. My sister lives up that way. Um, so you just never know. I'm just saying that there's been times like people has been at the grocery store, and I'm just like, I'm trying to get a basket, and at the same time they trying to figure out, like, no, I know you from somewhere. Just know, they in shock. I'm in shock too, because like I don't understand what's going on here. So I just, you have to never mind me before I've been tackled before, and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just like, it's just me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't. It's just me. Just the girl that be out there digging in the soil and all of that kind of stuff like that. If you ever come by, let me know, please. All right, then. Hey, Manuel. Happy Sunday to you. Good to see you. Good to see you too. But yeah, I didn't want to stay for long or whatever. But hopefully, once I start getting out into the garden and stuff, really, really good and everything, that I will be encouraged to hit the live button. At least I'm gonna come through and give y'all a short and let y'all know like what's going on and everything, in there. So um just to stay on top of like what's going on. But I really appreciate y'all for coming through, listening to me, supporting me on this journey that I'm in, that I'm learning so many things about. People. I think people think that because you're diagnosed with something, that you supposed to know everything about it. When I tell y'all, when I'm asking a question, I am literally asking a question. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to assume what you're talking about. I want to hear from you. I want to hear the opinions. I want to hear what it is that you don't mean that I'm going to follow any of the stuff that you're going to do, because the first thing I'm going to do is always pray about what it is that I'm going through before I do anything else. Um, but no, I literally have questions. There's so many things that I don't know. And so it is the season that I'm in right now. I'm going through that journey. And I know there's an exit for me to get out of that journey. I'm just passing through it right now. And you know, glad that I have some people that I can ask some questions to and get some answers, and that's all. Cause I don't know much about anything, but the things that I do know, I try to share it with. The things that I know, I try to share it um, with everybody about the things that I know. And so in return, if I'm literally asking a question through one of my shorts and everything, I'm literally asking a question. I'm not trying to be funny or know any of that. It is what it is. But you all, I thank you all for joining me. This is Life with Tashanna, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. It's life. It's life. You may think what you get up and do on a day to day basis, it's like boring. But no, we all going through sometimes where we seem like life is just, we sailing through it. And then there's days where we have like these massive speed bumps that we go over and feel like it's going to tear out the bottom of your car and stuff like that. And then there's days where it just seems like you can't get off that speed bump. It is just steadily there, tearing up your car over and over again. And then, life goes back to normal again, real boring or whatever. You know, and that's kind of what my life be like so, a lot of times. But you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate you all for being here, supporting me through what it is that I'm going through at this time. And hopefully, I can give back to you all the same way that you all give back to me. Until next time, I will chat with you all later. Y'all have an amazing night, high class gardeners.